Right. Thank you, guys. Okay. So, guys, good morning, all of you. This is Vamshi here. I was the trainer for the Power BI. So, just before starting with the today's our first interaction, it's a first interactions with you. So, just before starting the session, I just want to give a small introduction regarding myself. Just a 2 minutes. I don't want to take much time. So, this is about myself, guys. So already I told you, already just given my name. It's Vamsi Krishna Gutula. And almost all I'm having somewhere around 21 plus years of experience, guys. It's not a small experience. Almost all I was in the industry from the last 21 years. With almost all the data related technologies. I was a data expertise. I have an expertise on database management, like database systems, database administration, and business intelligence, big data systems. And actually, my main expertise is data science. I was an expertise in the data science, AI, machine learning, deep learning, NLP. It's a generative AI, prompt engineering. So current from the last almost all 8 years experience on all the data science related technologies, where in data science we also have an expertise of data visualization. So Power BI is my expertise. Not only Power BI, I have a various expertise in various data visualization tools also. And I collaborated with many of the training academies, like today you joined for DURGASOFT, Naresh IT, Satya Technologies, so many stances, XLR. These are all my, I was a consultant trainer for various training academies, guys. Okay. So this is about myself. I don't want to take, sorry, I just don't want to take much time about my introduction. So today's class, guys. So demo. So actually all of you are here to attend some demo. So demo means what actually? Just to give some idea about our roadmap, what is our course curriculum, what is our roadmap to become an expertise in the data visualization, and what is Power BI, like some few points regarding just a small introduction sessions. Attend, guys, 2 to 3 sessions, 3 sessions at least. I'll take the demos, and after that I'll slowly start with our main course curriculum. I can start with the just after 2 or 3 days I'll start with them. If you have any questions, guys, don't hesitate anything at all. You are allowed to unmute and you can speak, guys. Many of the training academies does not allows you to speak, but here we allows to speak, guys. You can unmute yourself and you can speak. You can ask any kind of a question related to Power BI. I will answer it. Even if it is out of the Power BI also, if I was, because I told you, I have a multiple expertise are there, but related to my expertise, if you ask any questions, I can try to answer those and I try to explain those particular questions also. But don't hesitate. You can unmute yourself and you can speak. In the case, if you have any issue with your mic or issue with your background noise, then you can use the chat window, and whatever the question you have been posted, that will be visible to everyone, guys. So most of the training academies, what will happen here is they will allow you to chat, but whatever the question, if you have been posted in the chat window, you are not allowed to speak. They don't allow you to unmute yourself. You have to only chat. That too, the question will be posted only to the trainer only. If trainer wants to speak about the question, then he will say so and so X person has asked so and so question, so this is what my explanation. The others people knows that, the other learners also knows about, like, okay, somebody has asked this question. If I, for example, in the case if I don't speak about that, nobody will knows about that somebody has asked a question and Vamshi has not answered about that. But here we are allowed to speak, and you are allowed to pose the question so that everyone can see. You can also check it out, guys. In the chat window will be there. In the chat option, you have an option to have to everyone. Everyone in the meeting option will be there. So please select the option and send it to everyone. I always recommend to send to everyone only, guys, because everyone knows about what I'm talking about. Otherwise, again, I have to say so and so person has asked so and so question. Instead of that one, everyone will knows about what question somebody has posted in the chat and what I'm talking about that. Okay, right, guys? Okay. So before starting the session, how much knowledge you have about the Power BI? I'm not talking about technical implementation. I'm not talking about. What are some few points I want to know about that? And obviously, all of you are here to learn about Power BI. So I just want to know some few points from any of you guys. So what do you know about Power BI? And can anybody tell me some few inputs further regarding the Power BI, guys? Yes, anyone, guys? Yes. Yes, anyone, guys? Whatever you know about, that's it. I'm not asking about any technical and practical implementation. What do you know about Power BI, guys? It anyone, guys?
Vamsi, this is Sharad here.
Yes,
Actually,
yes,
I
Sharad, yeah.
know about Power BI regarding it's one of the tool
Mm.
to go for visualization.
Okay.
Without showing the data in the form of Excel sheets, we
Hmm.
can show in the form of graphical representation. That
Okay.
means pie charts,
Okay.
bar charts, all these things.
Mm.
The easiest way to
Hmm.
explain all these things to clients or who requires these details.
Okay.
In
Okay.
easiest way.
Okay. Fine. So let us discuss a few points. Okay. Let me correct. Okay. I'm not saying that. Let us summarize your points. So you mean to say that it is a data visualization tool or a data visualization software, isn't it, Sharath?
Yeah, it's right.
Yes. Okay. You are saying that just to summarize your point. So data visualization tool or a data visualization software. What is a software will do, guys? If you give some input, it will do some process and it gives the output. So data visualization software is also the same thing. The input to the data visualization software is nothing but your raw data. In a raw format, it is going to be. If you give this input to that particular whatever the data visualization tool, it will convert the data into some kind of a visual format. It is going to convert like something like a charts, graphs. Okay, something it is going to be graphs, charts, and etc. It is going to convert. Okay, so can you again summarize it? Like, what is the need of converting the data into visual format, Sharith? Anyone or any one of you guys?
It is the simplest way to explain these things in the form of
Mm.
easiest for understanding.
Yes, yes. Okay, so that means you mean to say that it is for easy interpretation of the data, right?
Yeah.
It is easy interpretation of the data. Okay, and you also said that some point you said that it can be used for various purpose. Yes, so can I give you some few ideas who is going to uses these visuals and for what purpose they requires the visuals?
Oh, actually, if you are working with the company, if they
Mm,
have some data, huge data,
mm, mm,
but the clients have no time to use all these
mm,
details to get understand. If you
mm,
show the graphical representation, they will get
mm,
idea on that,
mm.
and they will get easy understanding on that.
Okay,
What
so
is the
why
data?
should
What is the
okay,
behavior of
okay,
the data?
fine. Why should they understand the data? For what purpose they need to understand the data?
To take business decisions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is for easy interpretation of the data for supporting your business decisions. For supporting your business decisions, to take some business decision, these visuals are going to be gets used. So simple to say that Power BI is a data visualization software or a tool which is capable to convert the data into a raw formatted data into a visual format, and these visuals can be make it these visuals will make the users to understand the data or interpreted that particular data, and based on that they can take some kind of a business decisions they want to take it. Like for example, take something like a sales manager will be there. So in which location the sales is less, he want to find it off. So he cannot go to each and every data. There are so many hundreds of locations will be there. He cannot go to each and every location and cannot say that. So this is going to be the least sales and this is the highest sales. So if you can convert that into some visual format, then easily we can understand the business manager or the business analyst, whoever you talk about them. So they can understand the data and they can take some kind of a decision. So mainly for supporting of business decisions, that's why we call it as a decision support systems, what we call it as. So many tools are required, not only this, but this is one of the tool, guys. So data visualization software, Power BI is nothing but a data visualization software which can convert the data from a raw formatted to a visual format for easy interpretation of the data. To take some kind of an business decisions, they can take it. And I think all of you know that. So this software is developed by which company, guys? Yes, anyone?
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Absolutely. It is from Microsoft. Okay. So before going to the discussion, let us first of all try to understand. So is only Power BI is the only data visualization software, or is there any other options to do the data visualization? Data visualization is only a technique only, guys. It is not a software name, right? Data visualization is a technique what we are talking about. A technique to convert the data into from raw formatted data into a visual format. Okay. Sir, how can you do the data visualizations? So just an idea, guys, because I know that generally other people does not discuss about that. Why? Because I was into the data science. For a data science expert, data visualization is one of the most important factor. Without that, we can't work with them. Without the data visualization, we can't work with them. With compulsory data visualization is one of the main skill for any data expert, any data science expert, we require it. Okay. But we do in a different way, guys. Okay. We don't use any tools there. I'll show you. So data visualization can be done in two different ways, guys. One is by writing some code. That means using some coding, you can develop, we can write some kind of a visuals we can create, guys. Obviously, we all of you know that coding means obviously some language will come into the picture. Sir, which language we have to use? Shall I use C, C++, Java, .NET? What language we have to use? Anybody having any idea, guys? By using which languages we can create the visuals? Any idea? The popular languages for data visualization, guys. Anyone?
Python,
Yes, Python. Any other language?
Java also. Okay.
Java is not that much
Nice to have.
recommended. Yes?
SQL.
No, no,
Excel,
no.
Excel also.
SQL, no, no, no. Excel is up to some extent, but in Excel we don't write any coding, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no. Tableau and all these
R
things are
language.
yes, yes, absolutely. It is R language, guys. Python and R languages, these are the two languages using which we can write some code to create some visuals. But what is the main problem with that? What is the main problem with the coding based is? First of all, obviously we know that coding is nothing but obviously these developers or these whoever is working, they need some expertise. They need some expertise on Python. Simply, if I ask a person, so write a code, can you develop a visual without knowing anything about Python, without knowing anything about R, you cannot create the visual. At least some basic knowledge of Python or basic knowledge of R is required. Plus, second thing is going to be obviously being it is a coding, it is going to be a kind of a time consuming. It will takes a lot of time. It's going to takes a lot of time, consumes a lot of time. So this is what the coding based examples of Python and R. Even Java, we can do that. But in Java, again, we have to use some external APIs and all these things. We have to use it, guys. It's not a directly native code. We cannot write it. Then second case. That second one is going to be nothing but it's a GUI. Means nothing but stands for graphical user interface. We all of you know that, guys. I think Windows is one of the operating system we are having, guys. And there is an operating system called as a Linux or Unix, whatever we call it as. Generally, all of you maybe heard about that. That means you may not use it, but you may hear about that. Unix and Linux is not that much convenient like your Windows. In Windows, everything with the help of a mouse, we can use it. But in Linux and Unix, mostly mouse will not work at all. Maximum, we don't use a mouse at all, guys. Everything we have to write a command. Do you want to copy a file? Normally in Windows, what you will do, right click on the file, click on copy, go there to the destination, paste it there. But in Windows, it is not like that. With the help of the mouse, you will drag it and drop it. So GUI is nothing but what we can call it as. You can do it, guys, but by using a simple drag and drop. With the mostly mouse will be helpful, guys. Maximum keyboard we don't use at all. Maximum, that means 90% is mouse only. Just for renaming the columns, writing some small code only, we'll use it. So simple drag and drop, guys. And obviously being it is a simple drag and drop, I don't say that no need of any expertise on that, but I'm not saying that no prerequisites are mandatory, guys. There is no prerequisites. So no need to learn any language, no need of having any knowledge of SQL. Nothing is required, guys. Prerequisites are not mandatory. I don't say that it is not required. I don't say that it is also required. Simply I say that there are not mandatory. That means first you go and learn SQL and then come here. I don't say like that. I don't say like that, guys. Directly straightforward, starting from third, fourth class, you can start with the practical, guys. Prerequisites are not mandatory. And second point is, being it is a simple drag and drop, it is going to consume less time. It is going to consume very less time, guys. So simple to say that here it is consumes more time means I don't say that it will take 3-4 days, guys. Maybe for example, coding, if it is taking 3 hours of time, in GUI, you can do within just almost all 30 minutes of time. We can do that, guys. Generally, less than 13, 15, 30 minutes if it is very complicated. I'm just saying about that. Okay, so consumes less time and no prerequisites are mandatory that you have to learn some language and you have to come here. But scripting is not like that. First, I'll say that if anybody comes to me and ask me, sir, I want to learn data visualization by using coding base. Can you teach me? Yes, I can teach you. But first go and learn Python, or first go and learn basics of R language and then come to me. Then I'll teach you how to visualize them. So that is the difference between a coding and a GUI based. Examples of GUI based are nothing but it is obviously whatever the tool we are learning in this training program. It's Power BI. It's Power BI, guys. And some more tools like which is going to be Tableau. Okay. And obviously some of you are saying about Excel sheet. Excel is also one. Actually, Excel sheet normally, guys, we know that it is basically for not for data visualization, basically for representing of data in format of cells. We use it. It's only just a data representation, guys. But nowadays they are also added some visualization Excel, and even we are having something like a click sense or a click view. These are all going to be some of the GUI based data visualization softwares. Okay. So what they can do, guys, simply they can convert the data from a simple raw formatted to which is going to be. But don't think that directly if you feed the input, you directly get a report, guys. If that is the case, nobody requires a database, the report developers. Directly the client can give the data and can directly get the report. Some process we have to do, guys. Simply take the data, clean up the data, what based on the requirement, what visualizations we have to take, what kind of what type of factors we have to consider, what type of customization we have to do. All these things we will learn in our training program. So Power BI is also actually what we have to say, guys. I said that Power BI is a data visualization software. Okay, fine. I'm adding a one more small point, guys. It is a GUI based data visualization software. That means without knowing any prerequisites, no SQL, no Excel, nothing is required. Directly you can come and you can learn data visualization, Power BI tool we can learn. And to learn it also, we don't require much time, not only for learning, guys, even in real time also, whenever you want to implement these things or whenever you want to implement or as part of training program for learning also, less time for training, less time for implementation also. Even when you go to real time and your client asks you, can you generate a report with the help of a Power BI? Maybe for you, it may take 15 minutes of time. Maybe there is a Python developer is there. He may take 1 hour of time. For you, it may take only 15 minutes of time. It's not that much. I don't say that within seconds of time we can do that. It depends on the complexity of the report. Simple reports will take less than 2 minutes of time. Complex reports, maybe an intermediate level will take 15-20 minutes of time. Very complex reports, guys, maybe 30 minutes of time, 1 hour, 2 hours, sometimes. Complex dashboards, 3-4 hours it may take it. But not like your programming languages, we need not to do, guys. All of you understand, guys? So visualization can be done in two ways. One is by using writing some scripting, maybe by using some languages like Python, R, etc., or GUI based tools like Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, okay, Excel sheet within a very short time, within a very less time, and without having any much knowledge of any programming languages, we can design the reports, guys, right? So that is about this particular visualization concept, guys. Anyone, guys, any questions on this? Up to now, any questions, guys, if you have? Feel free to discuss, guys. Don't hesitate at all. Feel free. If you have any questions, just unmute yourself and you can speak. Right. Shall I go ahead, guys? All of you?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So before going to the implementation, okay, sir. Okay, fine. It is not mandatory to learn. Sir, is Power BI is there from almost all from the starting? That means almost all starting from 2000. Is it there? No. It has came into the market only somewhere around 2013. Sir, then before 2013, is the what about the data visualization? So what type of tools they used to use? So try to understand the history, guys. So because I know it generally. So who has been came into this into the industry in the recent 4-5 years back, they don't know that much history about this one, guys. But I was there in the 21 years almost all. So I know each and every tool, a lot of tools I have been got used, guys. Coming to the history, guys, I will divide this data visualization softwares into 3 generation tools. One is first generation reporting tool, guys, first generation. This is, I say that it is before the year 2000, almost all before the year 2000. These tools are used to be there, guys. Then it is going to be the second generation reporting tools. starting from the year 2002, which is going to be almost all up to 2012, guys. And coming to the third generation tools, so it has been from almost all some 2013 to almost all it is till date. We are in the third generation, guys. So coming to the first generation, it's a really 2000s, guys. I think some of you have been even not born at that time, guys, as of my knowledge. Some of you, I think some of you have been born after 2000. So for you, it is almost a history, guys, for you. So something has been happened before you were born. So it is something history. But for me, it is not history. It is my experience. So before 2000, even before 2000, I also was not there. I was started my career in 2003 almost all. So before 2002 means I was there. I know it, but at that time I was not in the, still I was in the completing my bachelor's during the 2000. So at that time, we used to use a tool called as, which is going to be crystal reports is what they used to use it, guys. Crystal reports. Very basic reporting. At that time, imagine guys at 2000 year, how much time, how much data was there? Almost all 24, 25 years of time, almost all 2.5 decades, almost all. So at that time, there is no that much usage of computers. There is no online, there is nothing storages are there, very basic level storages. So all these things used to be there. At the time, the reports are also very less, very basic reports only they used to create it, guys. That is first generation. That is even I also don't know about that particular history report. I heard about that. That's it. But I started working from 2003. At that time only, a new type of generation reporting tools has came, guys. Then obviously some of you will get a doubt. Some of the mostly used question comes here is, sir, why a new tool will be generally comes into the market? Generally, obviously we all of you know that we have a statement. So necessity is the mother of which is going to be invention, right? So for every technology wise, the technology people says that. So necessity is the mother of the invention. So for every invention, there is a necessity will be there. So in beginning of 2000, there is a new concept has came that is nothing but what they call it as business intelligence. Actually, what is Power BI? It's an what we can say, sorry, business intelligence. BI, what we are going to call it as in Power BI. What is the BI stands for, guys? Business intelligence, data warehouse. Okay, they used to talk about guys data warehouse. They used to call it as something like data marts. There is a lot of fact table, dimension tables. These are all part of the what we can say that about the business intelligence. So during the 2000 year, this business intelligence has been came. Okay, the business intelligence has been came, and what we can see is what we used to say is at that time there is a lot of data size has been started increasing. These crystal reports are unable to handle that kind of a large volumes of data. Then large volume means as of now, guys, it is a small. At that time, it is a large, guys. Hardly at that time GBs, guys. Hardly. Nowadays, GBC is very small for us. Even a normal mobile is coming with a 128 GB, 256 GB is coming. So at that time, it was a little bit large size of data. At that time, we used to use reporting tools like Cognos. It was developed by a company called as Cognos, but later acquired by IBM. Now IBM acquired it, guys. And something called as a business objects, BO. It was developed by a company called as business objects, but later acquired by SAP. Later it was acquired by SAP, guys. And even from Microsoft also, there is a reporting tool called as SSRS from Microsoft. Stands for SQL Server Reporting Services. Then obviously one more question comes. Sir, already Microsoft is already having a SQL Server Reporting Services reporting tool is there. Then why I have to go for Power BI? As I told you, no, guys, some necessity has came. So why the first generation to second generation we moved? Because it is due to the introduction to the business intelligence concept. Then why the business intelligence? Why the second generation has moved to the third generation? Around in 2012, they started developing the cloud storages, guys. Cloud introduction has came. Isn't it? In 2012 only, guys. Approximately around 2012 only, the cloud has been became popular during that time. And what happens here is, so what happens here is, what we can see is, due to this particular cloud support and all these things, they started facing some problems with this particular SSRS and all these things. That's why they came up with a new technology called as a new generation tools called as Power BI. Okay, and which is going to be Tableau, whatever I'm talking about, Tableau. Okay, ClickSense. These are all going to be some of the what we can see is guys, they supports which is going to be mostly with the cloud storages they supports. Even Excel also supports up to some extent, but not that much support will not be there. That's why generally Excel, we don't use it as a generalized reporting tool, guys. Generally, we can do it, but not a generalized reporting tool. We can't call Excel as a data visualization tool. But Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, there are completely a completely there is a dedicated data visualization software, guys. That is what we can say about this particular history about this. So what is the main necessity that has been came is guys, mainly Power BI is mainly supports cloud storages. Almost all cloud storages the Power BI will support. Whereas the second generation, they are not that much supportive for the cloud. That is earlier, the 2000s year is an completely history for us. 25 years back means it is almost all history for us. So that is the how this generation tools has been moved from first to second, second to third. So that is so we can call Power BI as a third generation reporting tool, guys. Now, sir, who requires? That means who has to learn this data visualization? I don't say Power BI, guys. Specifically, I don't say Power BI. I'll say that it is going to be a data visualization skill. It's a skill, guys. It's a technique and a data visualization skill. So anybody who is having the idea of, who is having the skill of converting the data into visualization, we call it as a data visualization skill. Whether you do it by using programming, whether you do it by using a GUI based tool, does not matter. Just a small timing. It's not mandatory for you guys. Just why I have just kept it here is in the morning, today's morning only, guys. Today morning only we have done this. Actually, today morning we have done. File was created 3 days back, but today morning only we have edited the same code. We have edited this. See, guys, can observe carefully. This is Python, guys. This is a Python using Python. We are doing that because I told you, I was a data science expert. Even data science training also I'll take it. See there, guys. This is a data visualization. It is a data visualization. It is a data visualization. It is a data visualization. Everything is a data visualization, guys. Again, one more data visualization. But for that, I have didn't written any hundreds of lines of code, guys. Just a matter of which is going to be 3 lines of code. See that everywhere, it is hardly 2 to 3 lines of line code only what we can see the data here now. So that is the way how we have to work with this particular visualization. We do it by using coding. We don't use any tools, guys. In data science, we don't use it because these are open sources. This Power BI is not an open source. It's not a free software also. Okay, for you, you don't require. Up to some extent, you can use it at free of cost. But beyond that, if you want to use it, means we have to buy. You have to buy the license for that. Okay, so that is what basically I use as a licensed version, guys. I pay every month. I'm paying $10 per user. Every month I'll pay $10. So $10 is a very small amount for a nowadays 800 or 820. It will take sometimes. Which charges 820, hardly 850 rupees. It will charge us, guys. So, but every feature is going to work, isn't it? For yourself, what about yourself? So I'll tell you, there is a trial editions will be there. You can use the trial editions up to some extent. You can use it. Okay, don't worry. I'll talk about that later. So this is the one, guys. See, I'm not writing any large scripting languages. Means don't think that hundreds of lines of code you require, guys. So a very basic level code only is required, guys. Now, so coming to the data visualization skill, who requires them? So various roles are there, guys. So if you want to become so I'm just telling about. So if you want to become a report developer, report developer is nothing but a role who is mainly responsible for creating of reports. Specifically in companies, they will hire the report developers, guys. I'm not saying that you have to learn Power BI to become a report developer. You know the data visualization skill, whether you do it by using command based or whether you use it by using GUI based, whether you become a Tableau developer, whether you become a Power BI developer, does not matter. So report developers requires this data visualization skills, but it is at an expertise level. You need to be highly expertise in that. because complete responsibility is to create some complex dedicated business reports. We have to create more complex reports. We have to create it. Report developer requires that. Next, nowadays, I think you are hearing about something like a data analyst. So anyone who is having any plan to become a data analyst, guys, they have to learn the data visualization skill. But it is not expertise level. It is going to be just an intermediate level that is going to be required. But if you want to become a data analyst along with data visualization, there are so many other skills also required, guys. Visualize, SQL, okay, and apart from that, Python, and a little bit about Excel. These are all going to be some of the other skills that are required to become a data analyst. But to become a report developer, only visualization skill is sufficient, guys. Only visualization software, any one visualization skill is sufficient. Whether you learn Tableau or a Power BI or a Python does not matter. One tool is required. Depending on the client requirements, depending on their tools and usage, you have to become. Next, data engineering people. So even the data engineering people also, guys, they require some data visualization, but not at a expertise level or not at a intermediate level, at least basic, beginner. But in data engineering, what we require, guys? You require visualization skill. We require some SQL. They require Python. They require some cloud. They require some cloud knowledge. Plus, they require something called as a big data. All these are going to be required, guys, to become a data engineering people. We have to require all these extra skills, guys. Next, one more, data science. That is, as I said, that my expertise. In data science, we require, guys, a skill of visualization skill is required. Plus, along with that, obviously, SQL. These are not mandatory, guys, but main important topics are there. Machine learning, deep learning, NLP, statistics. They require some maths and statistics also required, guys. Some statistics is required. Okay, so many things are there, guys. We are having AI plus some kind of a cloud. All these are going to be gets required, guys. Even some little bit knowledge about big data. All these are going to be additional things that are required to become a data science expert. So like this, if you want to become anyone who here also, guys, intermediate level of data visualization is required. Not expertise, but at least intermediate level is required. So we are learning here the Power BI as a part of, not as a data analyst core or data analyst program or not a data engineering program. We are learning anyone who want to become a report developer or a data analyst or a data engineering people or a data science expert. So here I can see somewhere around 12 learners are there, 12 or 13 learners are there. But everyone don't want to become a data report developer. Some of you may be having a plan to become a data analyst. For that particular purpose, you are coming here and learning the Power BI. Maybe you learn SQL, Python, and Excel from some other faculty or some other some other trainer. You may learn about that. Or some people having a plan to complete data engineering in the future. Or some people want to learn some data science in the future. So there are learning some kind of a visualization expertise you want to become before that. Like that, not only these particular roles, guys, nowadays almost all it is everyone. Whether it is an IT or a non-IT requirement, anybody is trying to learn. Everyone is trying to learn this Power BI. And don't think that Power BI is a tool or a software only a computer science experts can learn. As I said that now, guys, no prerequisites. You need not to be from CSC background, or you don't require to be having a math background or science background. Even arts background people also they can learn. But for arts people, little bit, because software functions, all these are little bit new to them. At that time, they will have a little bit confusion. But practically, if you want to develop a report, it's very easy, guys. Even arts people also, not only a science graduate, even maths, science, or even arts people, anyone, guys, commerce, commerce, any kind of an arts, anybody can learn this Power BI, guys. No prerequisites are mandatory. So this is about the various roles that requires this data visualization skill. See, finally, we generalize everyone who may be an IT or a non-IT professional. Nowadays, everyone has to have a basic skill of data visualization softwares. So that is the reason nowadays everyone is coming and they are learning a data visualization. But everyone does not learn up to the expertise level. Some people will learn up to beginner level, some people intermediate level, some people will go for expertise level. Depending on their requirement, depending on their expertise that is required, they will learn up to various levels. They will learn about this, guys. Okay. So this is about the basic introduction for the today's class, guys. So just for today, it is my first introduction class. Okay, so I don't want to take much implementation for today. Just I'm taking just a basic introduction only I have taken, guys. I didn't take any the much technical knowledge also. So that's it, guys. That's it from my side. Even my roadmap, all these things I'll tell you in the tomorrow's class. Tomorrow I'll give you an idea about what is our plan, duration, timing, all these things. I will give you all the details tomorrow to get a more knowledge about our technical, our schedule about that schedule and roadmap and what is our plan and all these things we can take up. If anyone having any suggestions also, I will consider those particular suggestions, or else I'll tell you technically what are the problem, because 21 years of experience. So I know I have a clear idea about how if I teach, they will learn. So which programs has to learn first, which skills we have to teach first. Everything I have a clear idea, but I will take some input from your side also. Sir, this is a way if you teach it that will be better. I'll take consider that. If it works well, so I'll implement the same concept and same workflow in the next coming batches also we'll take in, guys. Okay. So regular feedbacks also will take from the learners so that we can also change the program accordingly. Okay, fine. So that's it from my side, guys, for the today's session. If you want, I can just take a 5-10 minutes of questions from your side. If you have any questions, you can feel free to discuss, guys. Okay. So that's it for my side, guys, for the today's class. Any questions, guys? Anyone, if you have any questions, feel free to discuss. If anyone have a little bit more questions, guys, we'll discuss in coming classes also. Right. Yes. Anyone, guys? Any questions from your side? No one. No questions, guys.
Hi, Vamshi sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
You said that you'll talk about the roadmap, so I
Uh,
thought of refraining from asking, but I just
yeah,
wanted to know.
yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, so to start off with, we'll start with SQL Server learning, or we'll
No,
start
no,
with
no.
Power BI?
We'll learn with the start with the Power BI itself.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you the roadmap in the tomorrow's class. I'll give you. As I said that, right? See, that is only many of you have been having the, you are thinking that SQL server is required. That is the reason we have to learn. So it is basically, you will understand, because I know that what extent of SQL is required. I know that. So without starting learning, you cannot decide it, right? So I will tell you where SQL is required, where SQL is not required. You will itself will understand by yourself. So that is going to be after the class, after the end of the training of this Power BI, we'll plan for the SQL Server classes. But by the time you'll understand how much extent of SQL is required, you'll understand by themselves. By the time you'll have a clear understanding about SQL also, will get automatically. Okay, fine. Any others, guys? Any questions? Any more questions, Sharath?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Any more questions, guys? Okay, guys. So thanks for today. Thanks for attending the demo for today, guys. So please attend another 2 or 3 classes, guys. You'll get some idea about, guys. So at least you will get some idea like what is Power BI and all these things. After that, you can decide it, guys, how much extent it maybe fits to you to learn. If there is a requirement comes, all these things you can decide it, and then you can just register for the course, and then you can continue for the regular classes. But 3-4 classes will give a demo sessions, guys. You can attend at a free of cost. Okay. So thanks all of you for today, guys. We'll meet up tomorrow at same time at 9:30 is your class time. I'll join at 10 minutes late because it's a demo hit. So 10 minutes maximum. By 9:40, I'll join the session and I will continue this. I'll take the session. Generally, your class timing is from 9:30 to 10:30, guys. For 1 week, I'll take a little bit small time. For a less time, I'll take for the sessions, and then we'll continue it. Once the main classes starts, I'll take complete session, guys. 1 hour session will be there. Okay. So thank you for today, and I'll meet you tomorrow at the same time with the same link, guys. Okay. Thanks all of you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yes, I'm ending the session, guys. So we'll meet up tomorrow, guys. Thanks all of you.